are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. You're now locked into the Life of Produk Podcast. This is episode 82. Shouts out to the people that rock with 81 and episode 80. I took a short hiatus. I had to get a couple things together, but I came back. Swinging. I was coming out the corner throwing them haymakers because you already know how I rock. You know how I get down. It's the holidays, baby. Bear with me, man. Listen, my Thanksgiving 2022 wasn't great because I got sick, which I very, very rarely get sick. I have not been sick in like a long time. Like regular sick, I haven't been regular sick, and I would say maybe like a year or two, something like that. But yeah, man, the kid caught a cold. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it just kind of put like a gray cloud over my Thanksgiving 2022. I was actually gonna cook. I had prepared I was gonna prepare like a whole thing, but I ended up not doing anything. But shouts out to my pops. My pops cooked, so I went to my pops' crib, slid through, got my plate. You know what I'm saying? What? Speaking of plates, how many of y'all was eating them low vibrational plates this week? How many low vibrational plates y'all have for Thanksgiving? You know what, man? Ever since I saw that video, like I think I seen that video recently. And like this for the last 7 days, I've been just using the word low vibrational. I think it's funny. I think it's very funny. I don't actually, when I be saying low vibrational plates, like to the family I've spoken to and the jokes I've made, I really don't mean it. All right, just bear with me. I know how I rock. I know everything is a joke for me. I don't care what you eat. Just eat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. Do I eat healthy? Yeah, I eat healthy all the time. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, I'm throwing all of that out the window. So I didn't really, with me being sick, I didn't really eat that much yesterday. I literally only had one plate. I barely eaten the last couple of days because I've been sick, which is cool. And when I did eat, it was like soup maybe or something like that. Like fruit, oranges to get the vitamin C in me. So I really haven't really, got in the kitchen and just rocked out like that. But yeah, man, the low vibrational plates is listen, speaking of low vibrations, all right, we got to talk about this. Listen, look, sister, come to the congregation. Come to the congregation. We gotta have a talk in the name of the Lord. Did y'all see that video of the lady cleaning collard greens in the bathtub? Fam, I don't know about that. Look, man, I watched my mom's cook collard greens growing up, and she would do an amazing job. And she did it in this kitchen sink like every other black woman, all right? In the bathtub, look, man, I don't want to disrespect that woman. I think her son was the one recording the video. No disrespect to your moms and no disrespect to you. But in general, I don't want no collard greens out the tub, yo. And there was excuse me, and there was like soap in the water a little bit. It was just like very I don't know about that, man. I just don't. This is why you can't eat from everybody's crib. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I only go, there's less than a handful of people's house I will go to on Thanksgiving. Honestly, I prefer to cook my own Thanksgiving dinner. That's just me. I can rock out in the kitchen. You could bring your OG auntie and I could keep up with her in the kitchen. If not, I'll cook her for Thanksgiving. That's my word, fam. I'm nice like that. I'm about that life. I'm like that. Yes, I am. I'm like that. This is why I don't eat from everybody crib in general and for Thanksgiving. There's like a handful of people, less than a handful of people who crib I will go to for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, that was wild, man. She was really cleaning. That was like that video when that dude was using dish soap to clean chicken. Y'all remember that? Yeah, that was crazy. I think he was from Florida. Florida be Floridan. Yo, shouts out to Florida, man. I got friends in Florida, but they're not from Florida. They're in Florida. They migrated to Florida, So you know how Brooklyn people are. We go colonize anything, fam. When you from Brooklyn, this is what Brooklyn people do. New York is too, but Brooklyn people in general, we have a knack for migrating places and colonizing. And then we will complain when we get there because it's not like back home. Yes, I said it. I said that because I migrated to North Carolina and I complain because we have no bodegas. I complain because we don't have XYZ. This is what we do when we get there. That's what we do. Listen, and it's going to always be like that. And I love it. I love when I meet fellow New Yorkers in North Carolina. We complain about the same thing. When we share the same traits and we share the same complaints, it just lets me know how real it is, fam. That's what we do. But yeah, man, look, man, cleaning collard greens in the bathtub, you using dish soap to clean chicken. No, y'all need Jesus. Jesus take the wheel. Jesus take the oven mitts. Let me correct that. Yo, It was wild. But yeah, I hope a lot of y'all, I hope y'all was safe. I hope y'all didn't get food poisoning over this holiday. I hope you guys enjoyed it with your family. Thanksgiving is very important, man. I've done the big family stuff for Thanksgiving. I've done the lower, just the immediate family for Thanksgiving. I think it's great when family can get together and y'all can go to one place. Or I've even seen people rent out like a hall or like a center and their whole family come there. I think that's beautiful. I think that's wonderful because we've lost that family aspect, man. I feel like with the baby boomer generation getting older, when they were younger, growing up, for what I see with my family, other families, they were always on top of that. Family was a big thing. Now these newer generations, y'all cousins be killing each other. What's wrong with y'all? Fam, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. We need to get back to that whole family oriented stuff, man. We need to get families back together, man. I will, but another thing too, like my family, we've all become spread out, so it's kind of hard to do that. Not everybody's schedule's the same. Not everybody might be able to travel for the holidays. And if you know anything about traveling for the holidays is hard. It is not easy. It's difficult because everybody and their moms is at the airport or the train station or the bus station or on the highway. It's expensive. Ticket prices are higher. Gas is high right now. And the weather's bad. There's been plenty of times I had trips scheduled for holidays and it snowed and I couldn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for real. Yes, I remember one Christmas in particular. It snowed bad. I was supposed to go down south to see some family. Nope, had to cancel that. Couldn't even get on the highway and drive. Like I was literally, my car was buried in snow, and it actually snowed up and down the East Coast. I don't know if it got all the way here, but all the way to like Virginia or something like that. So I was like, I ain't going nowhere. Cracked the bottle open and rocked out, baby. That's what I did. Put some Netflix on it, you know what I'm saying? Play video games with the kids. But yeah, we need to get back to that. We really need to get back to that. I feel like my generation, we're the aunties and the uncles now. You feel what I'm saying? We need to get back to that whole put family first thing, and we need to really, really, really need to start, setting a better tone for our kids because our kids need to grow up and know our cousins' kids. Our kids need to grow up and know their second cousins' kids. They need to do that. They need to do that. You never know what the outcome of that can be. When you're a kid, you could have siblings, but your cousins is like your first best friends. And we need to get back to that. And I'm speaking from experience. I told you on the show before, I'm a deadbeat cousin. I'll be messing up. I love my cousins. But I personally need to put more effort forward into contacting them, man. I got a cousin right now, and he's locked up, and we JP each other. I email him, and we speak, man. And it's to hear him at high spirits, man. I think it's wonderful to hear him at high spirits, to be locked up. And I'm not trying to put this out there for clout. I'm putting this out there for y'all to receive this message. Holidays, whether it's holidays or regular season or whatever, we let so many things mess up our vision. We let so many things mess up our spirits, our mood like this. And to see my cousin who's been locked up for so many years being at high spirits, tell everybody I said hi, tell me he's doing well, he's working on a book right now. That is amazing. That is amazing. That shows a level of strength that many of us do not have. Many of us do not have. I need to be more of a hands-on cousin, keep in contact with him and all my other cousins because I love all of y'all, man. I would love for me and my family to one year say, you know what, we're gonna do Thanksgiving like this year. We're gonna like rock out. We're gonna do it like this. Let's get together and bang bang bang. Will it happen in the near future? I don't know, but as long as it happens, I think it's important, man. This is something I would really like to push for and be a part of organizing, and we just all rock out. Now, I can say this because I'm black. With black families, two things are gonna happen. There's gonna be gossiping and possibly a fight. Yo, listen, can I not keep it real for a minute? You already know what a black family's gonna be. Some pss, 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 pss. Oh, you know what such and such did? That's how it is with black families. But you gotta accept the good with the bad. You can't just be all gun ho for the good stuff and not accept the lit factor. It don't work like that. Come on, B. Yo, I remember having family cookouts and barbecues and cousins fighting. Yo, it be like that. I remember us having events and we almost had to fight other people. It be like that. But so the one thing about my family, I could say this, excuse me, we might argue amongst each other. We might not be happy with each other, but you mess with one of us, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Woo. Yo, listen to all my cousins listening, family listening, right? Y'all remember Hakeem's birthday party? Y'all remember Hakeem's birthday party over on what we was at? I think we was on East New York Avenue at Sean and Tara old crib. You know what I'm saying? Remember that? Remember that fight that almost got bad, boy. Woo, I can't go into too many details because a couple hammers almost got pulled out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was lit. It was lit, baby. But when it get lit, you got it's all about who's more lit. If is your family more lit than mine, because we ready to burn this whole thing down. It's the boy Product Life Product Podcast. Thanksgiving 22, man, episode 82. Shouts out to Anchor. Shouts out to the new YouTube subscribers. I will be right back with the second part of the show. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 82, Thanksgiving 2022. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I hope y'all low vibrational place was popping. I hope everybody had the itis. I hope we all ate good, and that's what it was, man. Nothing but love, man. Love and peace. I think peace is something that's really needed right now. You know what I'm saying? Peace is something that's really needed, and a lot of us are yearning for it, but a lot of us don't know. We don't know which avenue to go about finding it. And we're gonna get into that later. You know, a thing that's been bothering me, people that I've spoken to, and I went on social media and I've seen a lot of people my age range, talking about where the plate's at. Yo, excuse me. Were you guys not paying attention when you were younger in the kitchen with your parents and your grandparents? Were y'all not paying attention? I think that's wild that so many people my age are asking where the plate's at. Yo, I can't stand crib hoppers, yo. Real talk. And this is, I'm putting this out there, and I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. I can't stand crib hoppers. Those people on Thanksgiving that just like to crib hop and get a plate from everybody. If you're gonna go to somebody's crib, be respectful and sit down. Sit down, shut up, eat the food, listen to the music, watch the football game, and chill out. Don't be that person that comes, stay for 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour. You overly loud, you hugging everybody, you taking selfies. Oh, I gotta go. Now you at the next crib doing the same thing. You a crib hopper, fam. You a crib hopper. Yo, y'all crib hop. And some of y'all don't even be bringing alcohol to the crib. Y'all just go to every crib empty-handed. There's too many people right now, male and female around my age range, asking where the plates at, asking where the food at. You should know how to get in that kitchen and rock out. Cooking isn't for everybody. I get it. It's not for everybody, but you should know how to do a little something. You should know how, especially if you have children, especially if you have a family. Don't be that family of five that needs to go somewhere. If you want to go somewhere and you want to be around other family or whatever, that's cool. But don't be that family of five that needs to go somewhere for Thanksgiving. Get in your kitchen and burn some pots, please. That's all I want to say. I'm going to get criticized for. Y'all criticize me for everything. I could say, yo, the sky was like blue today. No, it wasn't. The earth is flat. What? Calm down. Please calm down. Take it easy on the kid, baby. Yeah. Thanksgiving 2022, man. One of the hardest things about holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas is when you have a parent that's no longer here. And it hurts, man. I was I was driving home last night. I was on the phone with my brother after I got off the phone. I was kind of emotional, man, because I miss my mom very much. And just having her not here on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas were her favorite holidays. She loved Christmas. And she would pretty much show off in the kitchen for Thanksgiving. And that's what she did. And not having her here, it gets, you would think it gets easier and easier. But I don't feel like that. I feel like it's getting a little harder and harder. And that might sound crazy to people, but I say harder and harder because I'm becoming used to her not being here. I lost my mother 2.5 years ago. And the fact that I'm becoming used to her not being here, there's like a guilt thing there, which is crazy. I know, and people might disagree, but I feel guilty by the fact that I'm somewhat accepting it. And I know it sounds weird. But you know what? When you've had an amazing parent and you're just used to that person being around, always be accessible. It's hard. It's very hard to not be able to pick up the phone at least once a week. I grab my phone, but I gotta call my mother to check up on her. Then reality kicks in. So it's becoming harder and harder. But that's a whole nother story, man. Bang bang bang. I want to ask y'all, right? You ever went like over to like somebody's house and for like Thanksgiving and everything just felt kind of awkward. It was like it was kind of weird. Like I ain't gonna say who crib I went to years ago. I went to somebody's crib for Thanksgiving. And it was cool in the beginning, but then kind of like when everybody sat down, it was like the way the conversation was shifting. Like, it's like the vibrations was different. Like I was like, this is different. Well, I'll take my ghetto family over this any day. Yo, at least my family, we're ghetto, but we got our stuff together. So with us, I know what they expect. I wasn't expecting that. Like it was kind of like, wow, okay. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And I was like, one day I'm gonna talk about this story in detail. I'm gonna talk about this story. I gotta talk about it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till give me like 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Fam, it was like wow. But the food was good though. The food was incredible. I was like, oh, this is. Let me get a second plate through this weirdness. You know what I mean? Yo, boy. Oh man. Look, to the people that know me, they know everything is funny to me. I have a very serious side, but then I have a very unserious side where I've taken enough stuff serious in life, so serious in life to where I just can't take everything serious anymore. I have to laugh through stuff. I think laughter is the cure for many things. It's the cure for many things. It's laughter is one of the cures to mental health. It's essential, but nobody ever talks about that. Um, but yeah, and also speaking of mental health, somebody who was I talking to the other day about this? There's prayers to the people that wake up every day in the street right now, to the people that wake up in the homeless shelter that didn't really get to enjoy a proper Thanksgiving meal. Right now, there's a lot of people that are homeless and doing down that are down in life and doing bad due to mental health. And my prayers go out to them. Years ago, when I was still living in Brooklyn, I would take food to the homeless shelter. The one, y'all know, and if you're from Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about. The one way down Pickett Avenue, it's way down Pickett Avenue, right by the conduit. And so I would drop off food in here and there. And I remember one year I took food for Thanksgiving, and I took my son with me. I think it was my oldest son. I said before we he probably doesn't even remember, he was so small. I said before we rock out and enjoy Thanksgiving today, we're gonna take this food over there because these people deserve to have something as well. And we didn't it was we did like sandwiches and stuff, sandwiches and some other stuff I can't remember. This is when I had to charge. I had a whole trunk full of it. You feel what I'm saying? And it was sad walking in there. I walked in there and my son go down there. When you go in, I think you got to go down some steps or whatever. And it was crazy. I actually found parking like right by it. So I walked in and I went to the front desk. Excuse me. First thing I asked the lady there, I was like, Miss, I would like to bring. I said I got food in my trunk for everybody here. Is it okay if I bring it in? I said and give it to y'all. She said, yeah, you can give it to them. I was like, you sure? It was sad because I cannot make this up, yo. I cannot make this up. Walked in there and they had one big crock pot of soup and they were basically filling up little plastic cups. It looked like shot glasses, like mini shot glasses of soup. And they were filling this up and they were taking shots of soup. And yo, my heart was broken. My heart was broken because these are some of the same homeless people I would see every day when I was taking my sons to school. My sons first they went to I think it was PS 214 on one side of Pickett Avenue. Then they went to the other one, which is right there. Literally, you could come out and then make a left and walk to the homeless shelter. Seeing these people out there every day, smack in the middle of the winter, 20 degrees, 15 degrees, and y'all have nothing but shot glasses of soup for these people was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. So I grabbed we grabbed the food and we start taking it in there. We start giving it to everybody. And the look on everyone's faces, it was like life got better for a moment for them. And I'm not telling y'all this story to brag. I'm telling y'all this story because when certain stuff is in your power, you need to exercise it. If it's in your power to bring food to people that are less fortunate, do it. Do it. If it's in your power to give somebody a ride, do it. If it's in your power to help somebody pay a bill, do it. Little stuff like that goes a long way. We never really know how much of an impact it's going to have on their life. And I told myself that day, I said, for the rest of my life, I'm gonna work hard as I can until the day I can't work no more because I never want to be in that position. I never want my kids to be in that position. I never want my family. There were families in there. Families were in there. And you could literally see who had mental health issues. You could look and see who kind of gave up on their lives or whatever. Excuse me. And that whole day, yeah, I went home, we ate and stuff like that. But that's all I could think about. That was all I could think about. It scared me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It broke my heart and it scared me at the same time. Because you could be a millionaire. You could be worth 10, 20, 30 million. You could be worth 100 million. We never know what circumstances life is gonna throw at us. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what curveball is gonna come at us. You don't know what's gonna happen. You could have your health fail on you tomorrow and end up in that same homeless shelter, down on your luck. Down, I don't care how much family you got. I don't care how much family you got. I don't care how much friends you got. Depending on the circumstances and how the chips fall on that table, you can still end up in there. So not only do you have to keep working hard, you have to be appreciative, you have to be humble, and you have to be prayed up. You have to stay prayed up because you do not want to end like those people. You don't want to. Trust me. G, it's the boy Product, Life of Produk Podcast, episode 82, Thanksgiving 2022. Excuse my voice, the kid been sick, but I came back. I was not going to let this week go by and not drop y'all with an episode. Talk to me, G.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.